Let's fix a common problem that occurs when creating a new repository, probably anywhere, but I know this is familiar in GitHub. I have a brand new repository and I've set it up to create it with a license file and a README file. And so I have one commit in my GitHub. The problem is that I did this as a second step in my whole project release. I've already been working on the project. And so if I go look at my log, you can see here in my repository locally, I have one commit. I'm on the main branch, but GitHub's going to have a different commit. So if I take this, let's add it as a remote, git remote add origin. All right, so now I have the remote. Now let's git push origin main. This is going to fail. It's going to tell me that, hey, you have work on the server, you don't have locally, and this is where a lot of people delete their project, follow the whole online meme, delete your project, clone again, and then redo your work. But there's an easier solution than that. We're going to cover it right here. So again, the problem is because I have a commit locally that Git does not, or that GitHub does not have. So the first thing we need to do is download what the server has, and we use that through git fetch. So let's git fetch origin main. Now that's created a second copy of the main branch, the one from the server. So if we do git branch -a, it's showing me I have a backup branch. You can ignore that. We're on the main branch, and we have this one in the red, the remote to origin main. That's what we just did in the fetch. Now we can use a rebase, git rebase origin main. We use this origin /main syntax, and that's going to refer to the red branch we just downloaded from the server. So I've just rebased my local, or my working copy of main on the server copy of main. And if I run git log, now there's the initial commit we got from GitHub. That's now the first commit. And now my actual working copy commit, or my local commit, is second. Now that we have these things working, or in the commit history properly, I can git push origin main, and my code got pushed successfully. And if I go back to GitHub, refresh the page, my code is now out on the server. So again, the problem was GitHub created one commit, project created, and we could have one commit. You could have 10, you could have 20 commits. It doesn't matter how many commits there were. The issue was that your working, your local repository had a different set of commits than what was out on the server. And so through rebase, it was able to replay all those commits on top of the initial commit from our commit history out here in GitHub. And that's what you do. It was a fetch to pull down the server copy and a rebase to get everything updated.